Well, welcome to the second part of this four-part mini-series looking forward to the birth of Jesus on December 25th. At least that's traditionally when we celebrate it. Different if you live in the East, I understand that. But this week I want to talk to you about Joseph. And Joseph is one of those characters that it's hard to know what to say about him. I know when we were younger and we had this tradition, you'd reach down into this pillowcase, I don't know why a pillowcase, and you couldn't peek and you were to grab a figure out. And sometimes if you grab Joseph, you were disappointed. At least my brother and sister and I were. It's like, oh no, I got Joseph, because you had to say something about him. What can you say about Joseph? Well, he's the father of Jesus, but not really, because Jesus was conceived between the Holy Spirit and Mary. Well, Joseph, he kind of just, he doesn't have a lot of lines in the play. He's just sort of there. But what can we learn from Joseph? And one of the times, this was after I was probably in high school, and my brother and sister had already gone off to school, and we're doing the nativity scene. And I go, Dad, we're not doing the thing with the pillowcase again, are we? Because I always get Joseph. I think I've got a shepherd, and then I'd get Joseph. Seemed like every year. And my dad said, you know what? As you get older and move into your adult years, you're going to see Joseph a whole lot differently than you see him now. Wow, a lot of years have gone by since then, and that's absolutely true. I have so much respect for this individual, and I think there's great lessons we can learn from him. We meet him in Matthew chapter 1, and this is when Mary gets the news that she's going to have a baby, and she and Joseph are engaged together. And now betrothal was a bigger deal back then even than it is now. In all senses, you were married, you just hadn't come together in intimacy yet. But they're betrothed to each other. And Mary comes with this story that, oh, Joseph, this angel appeared to me, and I'm pregnant. And he's like, how did that happen? And she goes, no, I haven't been unfaithful, and this is a miracle. Joseph at this point is still struggling to believe. But look at verse 19. It says, because Joseph, her husband, was a righteous man and did not want to expose her to public disgrace, he had in mind to divorce her quietly. That's how important this betrothal was. The word divorce is used when you broke one of these relationships off at that point. This shows us Joseph's heart. I like to call him the protector. Last week we talked about the shepherds, they're the messengers. Joseph is the protector. And here in this first instance, we see him protecting Mary's reputation. He cares about her. We don't know at this point, are they going to stay together? It says he's going to put her away. He's going to end the relationship. But he's not going to shame her publicly as he could. He's not concerned about clearing his own name, protecting his reputation. His heart of compassion causes him to want to protect Mary's reputation. Well, that's not the only way he serves as a protector. Jesus is eventually born, and in that intervening time, though Joseph and Mary love each other dearly, and they go through with their planned marriage, but they are not intimate together. He's protecting her purity all the way up, even though he knows, as few others do, that she's already pregnant with this miracle baby. So he protects her purity, he protects her reputation. Then, after Jesus is born, Herod has this plot. He's going to exterminate all the young male children. He sees Jesus as a threat to his kingdom. And Joseph takes Mary and the baby and they go to Egypt. The protector's at it again. This time, he protects Jesus' life. And as you read through here, there's other things that Joseph does. Some of them are subtle, but he's also protecting the integrity of the prophecies, and maybe more than anything else for us, by how he responds to this. And when the angel appears to him, he believes the story now, and he's full speed ahead with his commitment to Mary and to the Lord. He protects our opportunity to put our trust in Jesus Christ, because all the prophecies lined up. Now, if we were still pulling figures of the nativity out of a pillowcase, I think I would feel around in there and try to find the one that felt like Joseph, because now there's so much that I respect him for, and I love talking about it, and I love sharing that with you today. So think about the relationships in your life that they may need protection. They may be vulnerable as people. They may be in a season of grief and not even sure this Christmas is worth celebrating. They need you to play the role of protector and encourager, just like Joseph. Next week, we're going to talk about Mary as we get even closer to that manger for our fourth and final week on Jesus Christ. Check out the resource that we have. It's called Emmanuel, God with Us. It's a daily devotional. It's absolutely free. There's a link there right at the bottom of this post or this email, and we would love to have you share this adventure of learning with us. God bless you. We'll see you in a week, and we'll talk about Mary.